Hey, what's going on? Carlo here. I hope you're doing great. I want to record a quick video for you right before I head into my office. I'm getting a lot of questions about refinancing, and I wanted to really just make this video for you to help you out, to make sure, at least help you so that you don't miss out on these amazingly historic low rates that we're having right now. So I'm calling this video the 3 biggest misconceptions when it comes to refinancing. So hopefully this helps you. And if it does, leave me a comment, give me a thumbs up. Please share it with your friends, your family, your coworkers. So misconception number 1 is that refinancing, there is an out-of-pocket expense similar to when you're buying a home. So when you buy your home, obviously you need a down payment, you have money, you have to have cash on hand in order to close. With a refinance, the closing costs, yes, there are closing costs. However, they're rolled into the loan for you. You don't need any money out of pocket. The only thing that you would need to take care of is an appraisal, and I'm gonna get to that in a second. But as far as money to close, you don't need anything. That's the beauty of, when you refinance. The closing costs are included. And the other great thing about it is that when you do refinance, sometimes you're gonna skip a payment or even up to 2 payments. So if that's something that might help you for cash flow reasons, that's something else that's very, very helpful as well. So number 2, misconception number 2 is actually regarding the appraisal. So a lot of times people think that because they're refinancing that you need to have an appraisal. And that's not necessarily the case either. There have been several loans that I have closed within the last several weeks where I did not even need an appraisal. There's a couple different factors that vary into that. Some people think, oh, well, if you're doing a cash out loan, you absolutely need an appraisal. And that's not necessarily the case. I just did a cash out loan where I gave a client $30,000 cash out, lowered her payment. We didn't even need an appraisal. So misconception number 2 is that you need an appraisal, and that's not always the case. And the misconception number 3, doing all this from memory for you. So misconception number 3 is that you need a super, super high credit score in order to refinance. And again, that is not the case. We have programs for clients as low as a 620, 640 score. Yes, the higher your credit score is, typically the better rate that you can get, because there's different factors and there's different adjustments when it comes to the mortgage rates that you have. However, you do not need what a lot of people think is a perfect credit score. And the other thing too is that at a certain point, once your credit score gets above a certain point, it doesn't matter what your score is, because once you get over a 740 score, for example, it doesn't matter if you have a 740 or an 800 credit score, you're going to qualify for the same rate. So those are the 3 biggest misconceptions. So again, to recap: 1, you don't need any money to refinance. The closing costs are rolled into the loan. Now, does that mean you should refinance just because you don't have to pay anything out of pocket? Absolutely not. You want to make sure that it makes sense for you to do that. And that's one of the things that I always do on all of my loans, is I find out exactly what it is that you're looking to do and why. So that way, the cost of doing the loan makes sense. The other thing is finding out if you need an appraisal. It's something that we do for all of our clients. We'll find out right away based on what you're looking to do, if you're even going to need an appraisal. And then the other thing is regarding your credit score. I can absolutely help you with that as well. All right, so I hope that helps. Reach out to me. I'm happy to work up the numbers for you to see if it makes sense for you. Again, if you like this content, if you found it helpful, hopefully you did, you can share it with your friends and your family, leave a comment, and bye for now. See ya.